Hey, I'm John Henderson from Strive Surfboards. Today we're going to be talking about big wave equipment. We've got Jack Acrop, we've got Sky Hawkins, we've got Jack Snyder all showing up. They have different gear, different things they like, and they're going to talk to everybody about what kind of equipment they want to have before they go out and surf big waves, how they maintain it, why they pick this, why they pick that. They're going to compare and contrast a little bit.
I'm Jack Acrop. I'm 32 years old from Santa Cruz, California, and we're here today doing a little gear talk.
Hey, my name's Sky. I'm 33, born and raised in Santa Cruz, and I'm going to be going over a little bit of the gear I use when I surf Mavs.
My name is Jack Snyder. I'm 16 years old. I'm from Santa Cruz, California.
As far as wetsuits, I just started riding for a new company. This is a new brand out of Santa Cruz, Capitola Marine. This is their standard issue model. So this is Yamamoto rubber, which is Japanese limestone, which is really cool, really sustainable, really stretchy.
Wetsuit. I've always worn rip curl. I use a 5'4" typically, just because on the cold, windy days it's nice to stay warm and you don't want to get cold and start locking up. I've also always used a hood. Just it's a little bit more armor, and if you ever have a bad wipeout, like you could perf an eardrum.
And then for suits, I'm wearing a Buell suit right now. I like having a hood just because it's a lot nicer, especially when you're hitting the water super hard. It kind of protects your ears a little bbit, so it makes it a little bit more comfortable when you're slapping the water. And this is the RB2, so it has like this little flannel lining on the inside, keeps you super warm. It's just a 4.3. I know some people like to wear 5.4s up at Mavericks, but I'm not a big fan of it just because of how much other neoprene you have on.
For booties, I'm using Solite booties. These are really nice because they form fit to your feet. So you put hot water in these, and you basically put as hot a water as you can bear. You put your feet in there, and then they mold to your feet, which is really nice.
I've always worn Hotlines, and I swear by Hotlines. These booties are 2.5 years old, and the tread is still intact. It still hasn't blown through, and I use these multiple times every week. And I walk in them, I run a mile in them to get to certain surf spots, and they are magic. Some people don't like the thickness. It's never bothered me. If I can ride a skateboard in skate shoes, I can surf on a surfboard with thick booties. Preference though.
I use Buell booties. I work at Buell Surf Shop and I am on their team. So I really, even if I wasn't on the team, I'd probably wear these anyway. Super comfortable, and I'm not a big fan of the straps just because sometimes it'll suction to my foot some way that I don't really like.
Leashes, I go with Dakine leashes. There's a ton of different ones. Stay Covered, FCS. I prefer Dakine personally. They've got this big wave leash right here that's really nice and thick, and so I'll use this for somewhere like Mavericks or any big wave in Hawaii, maybe Waimea. And when the waves are a little bit smaller, still quite large, I'll use this model right here. So they've got different thicknesses, which is really nice.
Leash, I use Stay Covered, and I've never had a Stay Covered leash break on me. And I've had some pretty bad wipeouts, gone over the falls, and I've never had one break.
For leashes, I use Stay Covered. I've tried a couple different brands, but this is by far my best, my favorite so far. Super stretchy, so you're not really gonna have to deal with your leg getting like ripped out of its socket if you're getting caught inside or falling. It comes with a little pull tab right here. You can pull and it'll detach if you need to let your board go. So that's what I like to use. They have a lot of different sizes of leashes. This is like the double XL big wave that I like to use.